From KSAT 12, the news at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. Our top story tonight, the heat. We are expecting to break several records this week as our temps will definitely cross over the century mark several times.
Yeah, we don't have to wait long for that. Katie Blake joins us with some news about today's record heat.
We're starting off our stretch of triple-digit temps this week and record-breaking heat today. This afternoon, we've made it up to 101 at the San Antonio International Airport. That ties the old record high for today's date, which was set all the way back in 1948. And over the next 5 days, we've got a really good chance of tying or setting at least 3 new record high temperatures. It is going to be an exceptionally hot week. If you've got kiddos heading out to day camps, you're going to want to know just what kind of heat they will be dealing with out there over the next several days. I've got your full forecast for the week ahead coming up in just a bit. Tim.
Thank you, Katie. Of course, that triple-digit heat can be dangerous.
Very dangerous. That's why city officials are again offering people who need a place to escape the heat somewhere to go. Cooling centers around San Antonio are now open again. This as the high temperatures are expected to last throughout the week, as Katie said, as we get closer to that official start of summer.
Those cooling centers will be at city libraries and community centers and will be open during normal business hours for anyone in the community. On the city's website, there is a map with all of the locations and hours. We also have that link on our website over at KSAT.com. Starting in just a bit tonight, a huge benefit concert for the victims of Uvalde right here in San Antonio. Luckily, it is an indoor event.
Yeah, that's right. It's happening at Cowboys Dance Hall. That's where we find our Lee Waldman live. Lee, what's the crowd looking like? Are they worried about this heat?
Well, thankfully, there's no big long line just yet. So people, it's just really us waiting out here in the heat. And I think that's a good thing. We were inside earlier. They've got the air conditioning kicking in there. So it's going to be a nice time for everyone who wants to enjoy the concert. Organizers say they're expecting a huge crowd for tonight's I Heart Uvalde benefit concert. All of this was set into motion last Thursday by iHeartMedia. Country artists like Russell Dickerson, Easton Corbin, Kevin Fowler, and others are donating their time to be a part of this benefit. Doors open at 6 and the music starts at 7 until whenever they finish up tonight. You can get tickets at the door or online. We've got a link for you on KSAT.com. Alec Halverson with KJ97 says it'll be a great concert, but more importantly, it'll be a way to really help the families of the inside of Robb Elementary School almost 2 weeks ago.
We heard about what had happened in Uvalde. We knew we needed to act fast and do our best to help out the families that were affected by the horrible tragedy. So we organized an online auction, and then we had a few artists reach out to us, and we talked to Danny and the crew at Cowboys, and we knew that there was more to be done.
Halverson says by the end of the night, they're expecting to cut a huge check. That check will then be given to the First State Bank of Uvalde, which will be given directly to the families affected. Now, we do know that tonight there is one more child being laid to rest. That is Althea Ramirez. Her funeral is happening today. We'll bring you more from this concert tonight on the Night Beat. Reporting live, Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Lee. Back here at home, San Antonio police are investigating a murder on the city's northeast side.
Yeah, this happened in the 4000 block of Bloomdale near Riddiman Road.
Jonathan Cotto tells us what neighbors there are saying.
At first glance, it looks like a regular Sunday morning for most folks in this northeast side neighborhood. But just a few feet away, police are investigating a murder. A woman found dead in the street with a gunshot wound to the head. San Antonio police say they were called to this home in the 4000 block of Bloomdale just before 5 this morning for a shooting. Shortly after arriving, police called for 2 people inside the home to come out with their hands up.
Now, I had an opportunity to speak with neighbors here who say this is a relatively safe and quiet neighborhood, but this morning it was an altercation between neighbors that's left one woman dead.
Police say the woman is believed to be in her late 30s or early 40s. Right now, 3 people are being questioned, but so far no one has been arrested. Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Checking other headlines tonight, 2 people are dead after an overnight crash on the city's far southeast side. Take a look. San Antonio police say around 2:30 this morning, a driver was traveling the wrong way on I-37, headed north in the southbound lanes. That driver smashed head-on into another car that was traveling in the correct direction. Both drivers were pronounced dead at the scene. Police have not yet identified either of those drivers. That crash under investigation tonight.
An investigation underway as well after shots were fired last night at a West Side park. This is all unfolding around 11 o'clock last night. Bexar County Sheriff's Office tells us the deputy in the gang unit was training his canine at Rosedale Park on General McMullen when the deputy says shots were fired towards him. He called for help, and a park police officer found a man in the area under the influence of drugs. He was arrested, but officers do not know if he's connected to that shots fired call. Well, gun violence is an issue all around the country this weekend. To look at some of the latest deadly shootings and the latest developments on a potential gun reform.
And back here at home, the Oconto Panthers are UIL state softball champions. Larry has your sports headlines and all of the highlights from that coming up in just a little bit later in sports.
A shooting overnight in Philadelphia was one of at least 5 mass shootings this weekend.
9 people killed and 38 injured, according to the Gun Violence Archive, a website that tracks shootings across the country.
Here's ABC's Faith Abube with the details.
3 people were killed and at least a dozen others were injured when gunfire rang out on Philadelphia's popular South Street, according to police.
Yesterday was a dark day for Philadelphia. And while many of us were out enjoying the beautiful day in the city, horrendous and unthinkable acts happened in a very popular local and tourist hangout.
Hundreds of people were gathered when just before midnight, police say several shooters began firing. Police say an officer fired back at a gunman who then dropped his weapon and fled the scene.
There are at least 2 guns that have been recovered from the scene. One with an extended magazine.
Also overnight, police say 3 people were killed when gunfire erupted in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
3 fatalities have been confirmed, 2 of which are related to gunshot wounds and 1 of which is related to injuries sustained after being struck by a vehicle.
These 2 incidents, just the latest in a string of mass shootings. 10 black people were killed at a supermarket in Buffalo, New York. 19 children and 2 teachers were killed at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. And early Saturday in Phoenix, a shooting at a strip mall. 100 people gathered for an apparent party, 9 of them wounded. A 14-year-old girl killed. The research group Gun Violence Archive tallying 239 mass shootings so far this year. Many now calling on lawmakers to do something. Democratic Senator Chris Murphy telling CNN he believes Congress is closer than ever before to reaching an agreement on gun reform.
I've never been part of negotiations as serious as these. There are more Republicans at the table talking about changing our gun laws.
Parents of victims and survivors of the mass shootings in Buffalo and Uvalde will appear before a House committee on Capitol Hill next week in an effort to stress the devastation brought on by gun violence. Faith Abube, ABC News, Washington.
Outside the live cam, a lot of sunshine today, helping to heat us up into the triple digits. And as we mentioned, this begins a string of some record challenging heat. This is what we're going to be dealing with all week long. I know we've got kiddos out for summer break. If they've got day camps that they'll be going to, really important that they stay hydrated and wear loose clothing because it is just going to stay very, very hot. We'll talk more about what the week has in store in just a couple of minutes. First, the aquifer today, no change in its level. Even over the past 2 days, it's holding steady at 642.8. And in your pollen count, molds up a bit today, moderate with a count of 620. Grass and pigweed are both low with counts of 10. We'll be right back.
Well, we just found out we had some breaking news on the weather front.
Breaking weather, Katie.
Yeah, remember what I told you about 13 minutes ago at the top of the show? Our high today 101. Well, after some quality control by the National Weather Service, we actually got up to 102 this afternoon at the airport. So that's a new record high temperature for today's date in San Antonio, again beating the old record from 1948. It was, and this kicks off again, as we're talking about here, a stretch of record challenging heat. It's not just going to be hot, it's going to be exceptionally hot, and our high temperature temperatures will be running about 10 degrees above average as we head into the week ahead. So here's what we're looking at. Triple digits all the way through the end of this work week. 102, 101, 102. It is just going to be, as I mentioned, exceptionally hot. High today in Del Rio, 107. Believe it or not, that's not a new record for you. That ties the record, but that's plenty hot. 103 Uvalde and Hondo. Upper 90s across the hill country. Triple digits elsewhere across the Lone Star State today. 104 the high in San Angelo, 100 in Midland, and 102 in Abilene. So what's going on? Well, the heat high is firmly in control, and that's how things will stay for the remainder of the week. Currently, it is centered off to our west, but tonight and tomorrow, it moves closer to us and really puts a lot of sinking air right on top of us, and sinking air compresses and warms a lot easier. So that's why when this heat high or ridge of high pressure is around and our air sinks, that's why we see our temperatures generally climb above average. And this really doesn't go anywhere all the way through the end of this work week. So it will be hanging around. And this is just an example of La Nina's influence on our weather. So this heat high is a weather pattern in the short term. La Nina is a climate pattern over a longer period, but La Nina's influence is the reason why we've got this shorter term weather pattern on our hands. When La Nina is present over North America, the jet stream, these little arrows here, typically stay farther north. That keeps the cooler air, the rain making energy displaced farther to the north, and that generally leaves the southern tier of the country, especially Texas and the Southwest, usually under the influence of those ridges of high pressure, drier and hotter conditions. And we do expect to continue to feel La Nina's influence all the way through the summer. So this is likely just the start of what's going to be a very hot summer for us here. Currently, air temperature is in white. 101 at the airport, feels like 101, and we're doing pretty good as far as the heat indices are concerned this afternoon, and that's because we've gotten our dew points down. They've fallen off a bit during the second half of the day. For a lot of us, our dew points are in the 50s, so that's that dry heat we're talking about, but it's still 102, so it's still plenty hot. Thankfully, we've had more wind today. Winds are out of the south-southeast now at about 10 to 15 miles per hour in a lot of spots, and that breeze will be present again on Monday. So if you're sending kiddos out to some day camps tomorrow for the start of summer break, in the morning, we're talking mid to upper 70s with a breeze starting to kick in. By lunchtime, we're in the 90s and then topping out again in the triple digits tomorrow afternoon, but thankfully a very consistent breeze all day again tomorrow. As far as the UV index goes, again, if you're sending the kiddos out to day camp, extreme UV index tomorrow. So that means without any type of sunscreen, it could take as little as 10 minutes for sunburn to occur. So send the kiddos with sunscreen if they'll be heading out to any camps tomorrow and this week. Heat alerts are in place. You may have seen this come across your cell phone or across your web browser if you've been on KSAT.com. We do have a heat advisory in effect tomorrow from 1 to 8 p.m. Essentially, this just means it is going to be dangerously hot. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. If you work outdoors, make sure you are taking frequent breaks. So here's how we start your Monday. A few morning clouds, temperatures in the low to mid 70s to start, and then by the afternoon we are back in the big time heat, my friends. Look for a high around 102 in San Antonio, 106 Pleasanton, 107, 108 not out of the question as you get closer to the Rio Grande. So yeah, please take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. That's so important, guys.
We've got the sunscreen out on the counter. It's not going back in the cabinet. That's for sure.
It's going to be hot. Yeah. All right, Larry, O'Connor softball state champs.
Thrilling win yesterday up in Austin. They entered the bottom of the seventh down 2 runs. They tied it with a home run. Then they won the game thanks to a bases loaded walk. We were there. We have your full highlights and reaction coming up. Plus in college baseball, Texas State pulled off a first last night, and they are definitely on a roll coming up.
And I think just winning this is just the best reward we can ever earn.
O'Connor softball capped an emotional night with a celebration in Austin as they were crowned UIL state champions in big board sports. For the first time in program history, the O'Connor Panthers are UIL state softball champions after a 50-minute delay due to a power outage at Red and Charlene McCombs Field. The Panthers stage an epic comeback in the Class 6A title game, defeating Mansfield Lake Ridge 7-6 thanks to a bases-loaded walk from A.J. Sanchez in the bottom of the 7th. KSAT 12's Andrew Seeley was on hand in Austin, and he has more.
There certainly was no quit in this O'Connor softball team. The Panthers, down by 2 in the bottom of the 6th, pieced together 3 straight runs, 2 on solo home runs, and the final coming on a walk-off walk as the Panthers win it 7-6, claiming the first state title in program history.
I'm just so proud of this whole team. I knew we couldn't give up, and I had faith in every single one of us. And when Jada hit that home run, I just knew this was our game. I told Coach B the second I was up to bat, I'm like, we're not going to extra innings. We're going to win this.
Senior Jada Munoz came up big once again after hitting the game-winning 2-run homer against El Paso Americas in the state semifinal on Friday. Munoz led off the bottom of the 7th with a booming solo shot to left that tied the game at 6-all and got the O'Connor faithful roaring.
Saw a ball hit the bat, and I knew as soon as I rounded first and I saw that ball go over that I had just tied the game, and it was just, I can't even express it. Just lost it, started crying.
I love that girl. I mean, she's made for those moments. That's why she's going to play at the college she is, and I knew she was due up just like she was the whole game, and I'm so proud of her.
The Panthers' experience was a difference maker as well. In both the state semifinal and championship game, the Panthers trailed 3-0 early and found a way to win.
Being behind the first inning and just knowing that we could come back and hit the ball as well, it was so important to us to just not give up and just keep fighting.
At the end of the day, it's just our coach helping us and saying, hey guys, don't make it bigger than it is, and that's what we did. We stayed where our feet were.
And now, they're state champs, finishing an historic season with a remarkable 32-1 overall record.
It's awesome, you know, coming from a fantastic community. These kids work hard day in, day out. We have phenomenal parents, great support staff, and just to be able to bring it home to Helotes, to Northside is something that these kids are gonna remember forever.
For KSAT 12 Sports, I'm Andrew Seeley.
Well, that is good stuff. For the first time since 2018, the Reagan baseball team is heading to state. The Rattlers defeated Lake Travis 6-2 in decisive third game of their Class 6A regional final last night. Every year, Reagan has the goal of going to state, and this year their slogan is Fight 98, meaning they'll fight to drive 98 miles to Round Rock for the state tournament, and they finally accomplished that part of the goal.
Insane. It doesn't really kick in until we step foot there. It's kind of, I'm still in awe right now, but it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
It's what we do. It's a business trip. You know, we all have the same goal, and that's to win state, and that's what we're gonna do.
When they get on campus as a freshman, that's the first thing we talk about. Our goal is to get to Round Rock, and they did it. And we talk about it the first day of off season this year. Get to Round Rock, and you know we're going.
Reagan will play defending state champion Rockwall Heath in the Class 6A state semis this Friday at 7 p.m. at Dale Diamond. And in Class 1A, D'Hanis will make their first state tournament appearance since 2019. The Cowboys will face Abbott in the semifinals on Wednesday at noon. In college baseball, Texas State beat Stanford 5-2 last night in the Stanford Regional. The Bobcats hit 3 home runs, 2 of them from Jose Gonzalez. The Cats are in the regional final for the first time in program history. They'll face either UC Santa Barbara or Stanford tonight at 9. And right here in town, the San Antonio Athenians shut out the SA Runners last night 5-0 in the first edition of the Riverwalk rivalry. Sierra Wanamaker scored a hat trick. Jillian Martinez and Keely Ayala each scored a goal, and Jesse Reinhardt finished the match with 4 assists. In the NBA Finals, Game 2 is tonight at 7 right here on KSAT 12. Golden State is favored by 4.5 points. And we end sports by making Tim Gerber happy. Triway Softball from Worcester, Ohio, won the OHSAA Division II Softball State Championship 2-1. Gerbs is a proud Triway High School alum.
Thanks for the love for my little hometown and all those girls that graduated with a couple of their parents. So everybody there in Worcester, Ohio, super excited, super happy, and super proud.
Yes.
Thank you, Larry.
I love that. We'll be right back. All right, a live look at Naples Pier, Naples, Florida, as the sun sets on beachgoers there. This is just making us jealous that we're not there.
Yeah. No kidding.
Probably as hot there as it is here.
It probably is.
A better day across Florida today than yesterday with that now tropical storm. Way off the coast of Florida, so yeah, better beach weather there. Here at home this evening, tonight, as you're wrapping up your weekend, it's going to be quite warm, but we'll have a pretty steady breeze in place for the remainder of the night. Tomorrow, also windy at times, so it'll be there to help us out, but it's going to be a hot one, y'all. 74 in the morning, 102 your afternoon high on Monday, guys.
All right, thank you, Katie, and thank you for watching. We'll see you back here for the Night Beat tonight after the game, hopefully on time.
Have a good evening.